You know, how do you find these guys? I mean, I asked the fighters, where do you learn this? Were you just beating up a guy in a bar and decided, hey, I'm pretty good at this?
No, these guys are all martial artists. They either have a wrestling or martial arts background. You saw it today, the way that these guys treat each other and how they act.
I don't really like to hurt people. When a man stands in front of me in the cage, we're fighters. You know, we're athletes, number one, but number two, we're fighters. We go in there and we fight, and we're going in there and we're trying to finish each other. It feels great.
I lost all my fight in high school,
Really?
But you know, I don't do that because I'm angry against anybody or I had a rough young time. You know, I just this is my sport. You know, I like to train, I like to fight, and I like everything around the fighting style. You know, that's style life, and I like that.
The moment I know I'm gonna fight, my whole demeanor changes. Like I have buddies, and I'm a nerd. I play video games and I'll hang out and stuff. And as soon as I know I have a fight and the date's set and I have an opponent, my whole demeanor changes. They're like, dude, what is wrong with you? You know. For me, it's all business. You know, I go out there, it's all I think about till the fight happens, and after the fight, it's all I think about. So I mean, being a champion, I think a lot of guys that are champions think the same way. I mean, it's all business for me.
Most of our guys went to college. They're college educated. They all have their own stories. You know, incredible guys, incredible human beings, and incredible athletes.
I was in martial arts my whole life, and then I was a state champion wrestler out of New Mexico. And after that, I gave up wrestling and I went to college. And I got, you know, there were several times I was in fights, and I had never lost a fight my whole life. And I fought bigger guys. I fought all weight classes, all comers. And I loved the challenge. And every time I fought in the streets, you know, I'm not telling people to fight in the streets, do it in the cage, do it in the gym. But when I did fight in the streets, I loved the adrenaline. I loved the challenge. I loved the feeling of a fight. And so, you know, I knew that there was something special about it when the sport started to become about. I started training and I started my career.
When I first started the sport, I always knew I wanted to do it. And since I seen the first UFC, I seen Royce Gracie choking out big guys. I wanted that to be me. I started doing the sport. I didn't do it for money. I was an idealist at the time. I was 17, 18 years old. I wanted to do it just for respect and honor, make my dad proud. My dad found out I'm fighting. It's like, how much are you getting paid? I said, nothing. Smacks me in the back of the head. He goes, don't let them take advantage of you. And I started making money, started going to college. I was able to pay my tuition every semester, no loans.
Nice.
And the better I got, the more people came to watch me fight, the more money I made. And come 8 years later, WC comes around, knocking on my door, and now I'm, you know, world champion. This is awesome.
Very classy, amazing conditioned athletes, and these guys have been training for years at this. Think about how hard boxing is, how hard it is to become good at boxing and to get to a certain level. These guys have to be well versed in boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. On top of that, they have to do their cardio and their weight conditioning. These guys are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world. They've worked for years at it, and let me tell you what, if you've never been to a live UFC event from the Chicago area, I guarantee you it is the most exciting live sporting event you will ever see.